Hello everyone, I'm Grant the Movie and TV Guy, and think back, there's always a moment, right, when you get to be a certain age, where your mom or your dad or aunt, uncle, cousins, loved one, friends, adults in general look at you, who know you well, and say, wow, look how big you've gotten. Seems like only yesterday you were so little. I didn't mean literally, you guys. Everyone, that's about the level of some of the writing in this film. Hi everyone, it's me, Grant the Movie and TV Guy, hello. If that wasn't enough of a clue, here it is, or just looking at the inevitable thumbnail and the title. The movie we're talking about today is one that has been getting some hype of a sort, and that is Old. Old is directed and written and produced and co-starring M. Night Shyamalan. So, don't worry. I'll save you the trouble. He doesn't write a novel that becomes the key to saving the world like in Lady in the Water. Don't worry. He has kind of a small part. But basically, he's in all these movies. Basically, what's Old about? Well, it's based on a French-Swiss graphic novel named Sandcastles. It stars a cast of some pretty good actors. Basically, so where do we start? Well, I don't know how much I can talk about this one. We'll start with the basic log line. Gael Garcia Bernal, fine actor, is Guy Kappa. He is married to, Priska, I believe her name is. She's played by Vicky Krieps, also a phenomenal actress, so good in P.T. Anderson's Phantom Thread. They are there with their two precocious, lovable, very Shyamalan level precocious kids. Their older daughter Maddox, played first in the movie by a little girl I don't know her name. She's the girl from Emergence. I knew that immediately. She's like the little cyborg girl from Emergence. Maddox and their little son Trent. Yeah. And they go, they're on their way to, when the movie starts, to this beautiful resort. Apparently the movie shot in the Dominican Republic. You can tell it's beautiful. Like, just looks amazing. They're going to this resort, and it's the kind of resort where everyone's there with fruity little drinks, like with little umbrellas in it, saying, hi, welcome, enjoy your stay, all that. Greeting you at the what do you call it? The bus. Basically, so what happens is they get there. The kids make fast friends with the nephew of the place, the owner of the resort, who seems a little distrusting of his old uncle. Soon we meet our other characters. Among them is a older doctor named Charles, his younger wife Crystal. They're played by Rufus Sewell, also a good actor, and Abby Lee, also a good actor, who are there with Charles's mother Agnes and their little daughter Cara, who is around Trent's age when the movie begins. Also among the people is a couple, a nurse and a psychologist. They are also there, as well as a rapper who goes by the name of Midsize Sedan. And they are all guests at this resort. They are informed, and we kind of get to know them a little bit at the beginning, sort of. And then the head of the resort says to each of them, I don't know, I don't say this to everybody, but we have a private beach. This is going to be, nobody knows about it. It's top secret, but I'll give you guys the hookup. And so basically they tell them to go to this private beach. They soon find out it's not so private. They all kind of convene on this beach. And they play and make merry, get a nice tan going. Well, after a while they begin to something is very odd. Soon, wrinkles begin appearing on Old Guy's face. Adorable little Maddox, little Trent, and little Cara are not so little anymore. Little by little, they get a little bigger and a little bigger. And not just in height, but in just look, and even actor. Turns out that every 30 minutes is like 2 hours on this island for some reason, on this little beach. And this kind of off the beaten path beach. And so roughly in 24 hours, they will age their entire life. Slowly but surely, and the people who seem to be chosen for an odd purpose are on this beach, and soon they have to try to escape before they get too old. have to work together. Here's the thing. No movie this whole summer, maybe this whole year, the entire history of this channel, which has been just this year, has put me at more of a loss for words. More of a way of... even Demon Slayer, yes, even Demon Slayer. This is an odd one for me. I will say this. I enjoyed the film. Let me put it this way. No movie this year have I admired more, and no movie this year have I had the most reservations about admiring. Here's the thing. First off, I will get out of the way. The acting overall is solid in this film. Some are better than others, but for the most part it's solid. You got a lot of good actors in this. There are individual moments that are really, honest to God, moving. There's one scene involving Abby Lee's character and Maddox. Also, I should mention that the kids grow up eventually to be Thomas and Mackenzie, Alex as Maddox, Alex Wolff as Trent, and little Kara is Eliza Scanlon from Little Women. They're all pretty good in the movie. Basically, there's a scene between the Abby Lee character and Thomas Mackenzie's character where they're talking about like a long ago love of the Abby Lee character that was kind of moving. There's another scene between Eliza Scanlon and Alex Wolff that was kind of moving. There's another scene between Vicky Creeps and Gael Garcia Bernal that's also really moving. But here's the problem. It's genuinely tense. I was invested. I wanted to see it through. It was creepy. It hooked me pretty early on. And the other thing is, which is rare for Shyamalan, the twist kind of worked for me. I kind of bought it. I was like, okay, unlike something even like Signs, which I am in the very minority of people who didn't really care for that film, it kind of adds up. I kind of buy, I'm not going to say what it is, I'm not going to spoil it, but once it's all is inevitably revealed, I'm kind of like, you know, that kind of works. That's kind of plausible. Now, I never read Sandcastles, the graphic novel, but there are also moments where there seems to be kind of a nice visual sense of humor. You see some of it in the trailer where poor, sweet Eliza Scanlon, who, remember, all these kids still have the minds of children, gets like rapidly pregnant really fast, and it's kind of meant to be a really messed up visual joke. There's another bit involving a character who, through certain circumstances, is kind of contorting around, and it's kind of supposed to be almost darkly funny. There's another running bit involving a character with dementia who kind of is harping on a movie where Jack Nicholson and Marlon Brando started together that's kind of funny. But for the most part, that's visual humor. The acting's good, it's creepy, the ending kind of worked for me. So overall, I liked it. The biggest problem against this movie is the dialogue, for the most part, itself. The script for this movie, to say it's poor is an understatement. It is piss poor. This is a problem that Shyamalan, even some of his best movies, suffer from, is that he will not allow his audience to see anything in front of them and think for themselves and use their intelligence. He treats us like we're infants. He basically holds our hand. It's not simply enough that there's a struggle where a character gets stabbed with a rusted knife, which we see the rusted knife in the hand of the character. The character then holds up the knife and goes, "See? It's rusted. Therefore, it's full of infectious disease." I'm like, yeah, we know. Like, that's literally, I'm not kidding, that is the actual dialogue. Roughly that. It's them saying, it's a rusted knife. It's everything in explanation. Early in the early going, there's also some really on-the-nose dialogue. One of my personal favorites was little Maddox is singing, little Maddox. This is at the very beginning of the movie. The girl from Emergence. She's singing. And the mom, being, supportive, is like, sing it, woo! And then she gets shy, stops. He goes, I can't sing it when you guys are, noticing me. It's that kind of thing. That's all fine and good. Everyone has that. But then the mom says, and I quote, "Oh, but sweetie, you have such a beautiful voice. I can't wait to see it as you get older." Foreshadowing! King of foreshadowing. Look, how do I score this movie? Here's the thing. I liked it. I genuinely liked it. And even the dialogue didn't make me angry. It was almost kind of amusing in and of itself. So, I don't know. You know what? It's gonna be weird because I recommend this movie. Even for the things in it that kind of suck. I don't know what to say. I kind of liked the movie. Let's put it this way. The stuff that works, I gotta end this. The stuff that works in this movie is great. The stuff that doesn't work in this movie is abysmal. but it kind of coalesces to being more good than bad. So, you know, the thing is, my opinion of it might grow once I see it again. For now, this is going to be, I will update you if the score changes. For now, I'll give it 4 stars. 4 to 5 stars. It's worth seeing in the theater at full price. Just know, even for the elements that don't work, this is going to be a hard review. This is a really hard one, but yeah. It's not the best of Shyamalan. It's definitely not the worst. It's not even in the middle. It's a tick or two above the middle. It's kind of closer to the top than the bottom. So, Old gets 4.5 stars out of 5. Let's close the book on it. Yeah, close the book on it. Okay. Trailer trash. Let's talk some trailer trash. We got some new ones and some old ones. Let's see. This is one I haven't heard of. The first one up. The Last Duel. It's like a medieval thriller with Jodie Comer, Matt Damon, and Adam Driver. Looks really interesting. It's like about this woman and Adam Driver apparently, when we see she accuses him, but it's pretty much clear that he like assaulted her, and then her husband finds out about it and challenges him to a duel. It's supposed to be in like medieval times. Looks kind of interesting. Jackass Forever, talked about it yesterday in my Snake Eyes review. I'm really excited. It's going to be probably even harder to review than this movie, but I'm excited for Jackass Forever. Definitely be reviewing it. Next up, makes sense. Thomas and Mackenzie's in it. Last Night in Soho. My most anticipated film of the year. I love Edgar Wright. Can't wait. Malignant. This is the new film by James Wan. I really hope this is good for one reason only. I'm really rooting for Annabelle Wallis. She's in this movie, and she can be a good actor, but she's kind of one of those actors like the Lucy Hale thing, where she's really good on TV, but not as good in movies. But she's a good actor. I want to see her do it. Looks creepy enough. Shang-Chi and Legend of the Ten Rings, this is the newer trailer, looks good. The Protégé looks good, we've talked about it a bunch. Candyman, really excited, talked about it a bunch. Halloween Kills, this is a shorter one, still looking forward to it. October's going to be a great month. And was there shawarma? No, there wasn't. Although, anyway, say this, the music is kind of interesting. It's kind of, there's a creepy vibe to it. So, okay, that is it. We will be back, either later tonight, tomorrow, or if not, so my sister-in-law's birthday is tomorrow, so we're gonna do something for her, but Sunday we'll be back for Pig. Later in the evening we'll talk about Pig, and then sometime in the next, I guess, week or less, we'll talk about, if we can get to it, I'll try to get to all of it as I can. Stuntman, maybe tonight, Stuntman, Playing with Sharks, Masters of the Universe Revelation Part 1, Never Have I Ever Season 2 I will get to. I'm sorry, I'm late on that. Really late on that. I'm sorry. And maybe the movies that made a Season 2. And then we'll also be talking about, next week, Why Women Kill Season 2 and High School Musical, the Musical Series Season 2. And then maybe the Mysterious Benedict Society Season 1 when that ends. So, that'll all be next time, and until next time, Grant the Movie and TV Guy. I see it all. I'm happy to share it with you. And the reason I say maybe tonight is that you have no idea. We're having a cable problem, and basically last night getting that Snake Eyes review was the biggest pain in the ass ever. It took like 2 hours to do that. It already takes about a half hour. It took 2 hours more. So, depending on if I can get to it. Okay, so, anyway, Grant the Movie and TV Guys, see it all. I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all. Class Smith. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. Go check out Old. It's definitely a polarizing one, but it's worth taking the trip. Thank you all. Take care. See you later. Bye-bye.